This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Arnaz. I am the face behind this beautiful personal page, business page, and YouTube page. As I am streaming this live through 3 different pages. So, how are you guys doing? So grateful to be here, guys. Good evening to each and every one of you. I'm here again. Voice is getting better as long as I don't speak too much. It's getting better. Started packing also for my trip tomorrow as well, preparing for my trip tomorrow. So anyway, this is a part of my 90 days Go Run Success Challenge that I have been doing with my business partners and with my mentees in the business as well. And tonight's live, this is my day 21, is recognizing the value of small wins, right? Small wins compounded over time, getting 1% every day compounded over time. So again, I'm glad to be back. This is every day. Probably I will be missing one day because I'll be on the plane, right? But I try my best. You never know. I'll be going live at the airplane. You never know, right? So another powerful session inside our 90 days current success challenge. And tonight I want to talk about again something that most people overlook and most people underestimate and sometimes even dismiss in their journey towards success, guys. And that is the incredible transformation power of recognizing and honoring your small wins. You know, small wins is so important to me. Doing daily achieving activities or inspired actions every single day, whether small one or big one, I always celebrate it at the end of the week, because what I have learned in my journey, especially building this business alongside with my full-time career, raising kids, managing responsibilities, and still choosing to show up every single day, is the success is not built in giant leaps, okay? It is built in tiny, consistent, almost invisible step that compound over time into something extraordinary. It's not because you're taking actions, it's all about taking that small steps by changing your mindset, right? Changing your mindset, become more aware about your thinking, become more aware of your inner thoughts, right? Your self talk, recognizing those, right? Even though it doesn't happen overnight that you have to change your mindset, but recognizing that, is a big win for me already. It's not also doing some daily achieving activities too, right? Those are small little wins and really, really proud about it too. So and if we do not learn how to see, celebrate, and emotionally anchor those small steps forward, we will always feel like we are behind, like we are not doing enough, right? Like we are not progressing, even when we actually are, right? Because we literally always thinking about the big steps, you know. But tonight, I really want you to shift your perception. Tonight, I want you to start measuring your growth differently. And tonight, I want you to understand that small wins are not small at all. They are the foundation of everything. So, why small wins matter more than you think? Guys, most people only celebrate milestones. They celebrate a promotion, for example. They celebrate a big commission. They celebrate the viral post, and they celebrate the breakthrough moment. And I am really um, resonating this topic with the business that I am doing, right? But what they don't celebrate is the decision to wake up earlier when it would have been easier to stay in bed, right? And that I know really this resonates to you guys. Like, oh my God, it's so nice to stay in bed and I don't want to wake up in the morning because it's cold, right? Yeah, so those are the things they don't see that. They don't even celebrate sending that one message when fear was whispering, what if they say no, right? And that happens all the time. They don't even celebrate going live even though only 5 people showed up or even 0 showed up. You still celebrate it because you went live, right? They don't even celebrate reading 10 pages of a book instead of scrolling on social media, right? And yet, those are the exact moments that shift identity. Small wins matter because they build evidence. And your brain, your subconscious mind too, is always collecting evidence about who you are. So when you recognize that small win, you are telling yourself, I am someone who follows through. I am someone who shows up every single day. I am someone who keeps promises to myself. And then what's going to happen? Identity. You build that identity. And you know, guys, identity is everything. So small wins build, when you do small wins, when you do small wins all the time, it builds momentum. And what's going to happen? Momentum does not come from motivation. Momentum comes from movement, and momentum usually starts small. You know, guys, when I first started this business, I didn't have massive confidence, but I had a decision, just one decision to show up, and then another, and then another. And each small action created a sense of internal progress. And that progress, even tiny little ones, my goodness, it releases energy. And when you send, let's say, for example, when you send an when you send one email, when you follow up to one person, when you complete one training, right? And when you improve one skill, guys, you are actually creating forward motion, which is means forward motion builds belief, and that belief builds bigger action. And that bigger action, what's gonna happen? You're creating amazing results. But it all starts with something that looks small, right? So yeah, so these are the emotional trap. I mean, um these are the emotional impact that you can actually do in your life, even though you're doing small little things one at a time. Because when you, let's say, when you ignore your small wins, something dangerous happens. You begin to feel like nothing is working. You begin to feel like you are stuck, right? You begin to feel like you're so behind. And that emotional state can cause people to quit right before their breakthrough. And that happens all the time. Because if you're only measured of success is the big outcome, then everything in between feels like a failure. But what if we change the measurement? What if instead of asking, did I hit a big goal yet, right? Why don't you change language? Language, did I grow today? Did I stretch today? Did I show up today even though if I don't want to? Did I follow up to that person, or did I call that person even though if I don't want to do it, but I call it anyway, right? Because if the answer is yes, that is a win. And when you stack enough of those wins, you're stacking, right? The big goal becomes inevitable. And that's basically something that I learned from my mentor. You know, I know there was a seasons in my life, you know, when I felt like progress was invisible, especially when you're balancing a career, building the business, being present for my children, and managing responsibilities at home. There were nights when the result didn't show up yet, but the effort was there, the discipline was there, and the commitment was there. And I had to learn to honor that. Because if I waited for external validation to feel successful, guys, I would have probably burned out emotionally. Instead, I started celebrating things like showing up for my Saturday team trainings consistently, sending follow ups even when I didn't feel like it, just like today. I was at work, really crazy busy at work because two-person called in sick, and we've been bombarded with so much things to do, right? But did I stop of following up with my potential clients? No. I took my time. If it's my lunch, it is my lunch. Even though in a leadership role, I still get my break time. I used to not take my break time. I only eat at the back, at the kitchen, and just come out immediately because I am salaried. Here in United States, you're salaried. You can take a break if you want to. You can take a lunch, a very short lunch if I want to, but not anymore. I still respect having 15 minutes break time so I can use that time to show up on my business, to follow up with my potential clients, to listen or creating videos, right? And answering inquiries. I honor this time because I have a business to run, right? I don't let my 9 to 5 job really take good care of my day, right? I still find time to take good care of my business. Then my 8 hour job is for work only, and the rest, my breaks and my lunch, is for my work. I always find a way to do that. Yeah, so learning something new also instead of staying comfortable, keeping my word to myself that it's break time, it's lunchtime, it's lunchtime. And those quiet, private wins build an unshakable confidence that no one could see at first, but I could feel it growing inside me because that becomes a part of me already. Not like before when I don't have this business yet. I work overtime. That's why you know it's small wins become your identity. It actually rewire your identity. Every time you acknowledge a small win, you are reinforcing a new identity. If you say that I showed up even though I was tired, you are actually reinforcing that you are disciplined, that I am disciplined. If you say I had courage to pause even if no one liked it, you are reinforcing that you are brave. And if you are what else? If you say that you followed up even someone says no to you, you still reinforcing that you are resilient. And remember this, guys, in business and in life in general, resilience beats talent. Keep that in mind. Consistency beats intensity. That's why. And something that I've learned from my mentor, that is structure, having a structure beats emotion as well, right? And small wins are daily bricks that build that structure. So if you have that structure in your life, my goodness, it makes your life easier. Because again, many people always say that they don't have time. They don't have time. Yeah, they don't have time because they are doing this and doing that and doing this. No, we all have 24 hours. Millionaires people have 24 hours, but the only difference is they have it structured. They manage their activities. They don't even watch news because they don't like that news will be if you're hearing news just like what's happening in the world right now, you will be like, miserable. You will be upset what is happening in the world. You feel sorry, you know what I mean? Instead of dealing with that, you are already creating that negative energy on you, within you, right? Instead of like, okay, you're aware that there's something happening in the world right now, you can't even do anything anyway, right? The only thing you need to do is to just be intentional and sending love and light through energy, right? Then you sit down there watching the news. Oh, you feel sorry what's happening. You feel sick also what's happening. And then what's going to happen? You feel bad. You feel lonely. You feel sad, right? That's why I don't watch news. Every time I scroll something on my social media, I see it anyway. And then again, the power of making a decision right away. Would you rather stay in um, that moment? Would you rather just be consciously aware that, like, okay, this is what happened, then change your thought. You know, you're not ignoring what's happening in the world, but you are consciously sending a positive vibration, because that's the only thing that you can do, right? And then that's it, right? Don't be like emotionally involved with yourself by thinking like what's happened, you know? Like my sister is in Kuwait, and you know what's happened in the airport in Kuwait, and she's preparing going back to the Philippines, and then it's not gonna happen, right? So again, just for me, if I worry about what's happening with my sister, I'm actually sending that negative vibration towards her. Instead of me that everything is gonna be okay, then you're sending that positive vibration to her that she's okay, right? You're not actually helping if you're sending um worry and any negative emotions, instead of thinking that okay, you're fine, you know, these things, everything is happening right now is temporary, you know, it's temporary. Just only send that positive vibes, right? Don't make your loved ones more worried about sending those negative vibration that's coming from you. Yeah, so one thing that I can share with you guys too is practical ways to start honoring small wins that you can start, because this is something that I have been doing for quite some time now. Each day, each day I ask great questions to myself actually, and one of them is, what did I do right today? Early in the morning, what I always put this one. Let me see my notes here. Early in the morning, I always ask myself, God, show me who I can help today. That's the one. I always actually have sticker notes over here. God, show me who I can help today. And at the end of the night, what do I do right today? If I did something wrong, I go back to that situation and resolve it using my imagination, you know, and then and resolve it with the positive solution, right? And another one is keep wins journal, where you write 3 small wins daily. And I actually have I do journal every night. I have I have a journal here, write my gratitude here in my office, and I have also a journal beside my bed, right? I have a side table over there that I can always write 3 things that wins journal that I did today, and always celebrate effort, not just outcomes. Acknowledge growth in mindset, not just money. Money will come. Once you're serving people with a positive intention, money will come. Always come. Speak your wins out loud. That's the reason why. And here's the thing, guys, like, all people probably call me I'm crazy, because every time I drive going to work, and I just turn on a really nice music, and I keep dancing, and I'm shouting my C-type goal, my goal card. If you guys have a goal card like me, right? This is my goal card that I always carry with me. I have a gold card here in the office. I have a gold card in my wallet. I have a gold card in my car. So every time I I go to work because I drove like 1 hour 30 minutes going to work, and I love it. People think that driving 1 hour 30 minutes, that's actually the time for me to study. That's the time for me to listen to a podcast. That's the time for me to listen with my affirmations, right? Every recordings, myself declarations, so I just play it out loud over there. And then if it's like really good music, and then it's either um, I'm singing or saying my goal out loud. And if I'm stuck in the traffic, right, people look miserable, if they're stuck in the traffic, like, oh my god, they're so upset. Their what is that? The car, like, make it fast. Oh my god, like, I experienced that in the past. So when it's traffic, people become so impatient, you know if it's traffic. And then for me, I am there just like happy, took this time. Just like I love being on the road, you know, not like that's why my husband too. I always advise him that, oh my God, babe, it's traffic. I'm gonna be oh probably coming there at this time. And I said, it's okay. It's okay. What you're gonna do, instead of you complaining about the traffic, you cannot actually do anything. Even though you complain about traffic, you cannot do anything. Your car will not fly. Instead of you changing that vibration, right? Why don't you just listen to a music, right? And just dance, right? And just do anything that makes you happy. So yeah, so every time he does that, he actually goes on my YouTube and listen to my music. Because all the music that I created in YouTube are the books. I get that from the book and turn it into music. So it's actually listening. That's the one way of him. Instead of him I reading a book, why don't you just listen to the music? And it all comes from the book anyway. And at the same time, not only you're changing your mindset, you're actually learning something from that music, because all the music that I created is that side. It's all about mindset, mindset, mindset. It's not. I don't do that. Okay, so another one is acknowledge. I mean, yeah, the one that I mentioned earlier. Speak your wins out loud. Speak your goal out loud. Speak your um just like your movie, or like life. Oh my gosh, I totally forget that. But again, it's the my life script. There you go, my life script. Because again, what you focus on expands. If you focus on what's missing, you feel lack. And if you focus on progress, growth, personal development, you feel power. And never ever let someone take your power. All right. That's why for you guys, for those of you inside this challenge, especially for my business partners who's watching right now, especially for those of you building your business alongside with your full-time job, I really want you to understand something really deeply, that if you send one message this week, that is a win already. If you watch one training fully, that is a win. Even though just one, at least you are doing something. And then what's going to happen tomorrow? Maybe you can do it 2 wins. And the next day, maybe you can do it 3 wins. Small little wins compounds over time. Okay, so if you didn't quit when you feel doubt, that's still a massive win. Not everyone sees the bigger picture immediately. Not everyone will understand your vision. But your job is not to force the outcome. Your job is to build capacity, and that capacity is built daily through small wins, right? That's the reason why I love doing small, little, tiny tasks every single day, because I know that I am growing every single day. Just like 5 minutes ago, I am not that iron it. 5 minutes ago, I am growing as I move forward. I am building that confident, showing up every single day. Oh my God, like from day one, I don't even know what the heck I am talking about. I am shaking and then thinking about, like, oh my God, like people are watching me, what they're gonna say, you know? But right now, it just like become normal. It becomes my routine, right? I don't even know what topic I'm gonna be talking, but I just say that I just saw the blueprint that I created, the 90 days core and success challenge, and it says there that you have to talk about small wins today. And like, oh wow, what's the small wins, you know? And since this is my fourth year of doing this 90 days score and success challenge, it becomes a part of me already. You know, that's why my final reflection to share it with you guys is imagine if for the next 90 days you stop waiting for a huge breakthrough to feel successful. Imagine that. Imagine instead you decided that every time you show up, that counts. Every time I show up, that counts. Every time I try, that counts. Every time I grow, that counts. And how different would you feel? How much lighter would the journey become? How much more confidence would you feel knowing that success is not far away? You know, it is happening quietly right now. Because here is the truth, guys. The person who wins long term is not the one who moves the fastest. You or he or she is the one who refuses to stop stacking small victories. And if you are still here, and if you're still showing up, and if you're still learning, you are already winning. And I am proud of you guys for doing that. Just keep stacking, just keep showing up, if even in times that you don't want to. Keep honoring your progress because, again, small wins today become unstoppable momentum tomorrow. And that is how you build, I build, something lasting. That's the reason why it's so important to really recognize those wins even though they are too small, because again, one of the biggest reasons people quit is not because they are incapable. It is because they are emotionally unstable in the process. And um, when your emotions depend only on big results, your confidence will rise and fall constantly. One good day, you feel powerful. One slow day, you feel discouraged. One sell, you feel validated. And one refund, you already question everything, right? But when you learn to recognize small wins, you stabilize your emotional state because now your confidence is not depend on external outcomes. It is actually anchored in internal growth. For example, if today you improve how you explain something, you probably handled rejection calmly, right? You stayed disciplined when no one was watching. Choose growth over comfort, guys. This is what's the word? This is emotional maturity, and that is expansion. And when your identity becomes I grow daily. That's the right word, right? Your confidence becomes steady. And when it is steady, oh my goodness, once you have that steady confidence, it's more powerful than temporary hype, as what one of the leaders mentioned in our business community. And again, small wins, again, I'm gonna repeat this, small wins compound. Just like um I work at the bank, right? Just like interest in a bank account. If you improve by 1% daily, over time, that small improvement multiplies. One improved conversation becomes better communications, and better communication builds stronger relationships. And when you build a stronger relationship, it creates more trust. That's why showing up every single day. Like if you have one person who is watching you and you show up one time, do you think this person will trust you more? No, it's not gonna work. You have to show up every single day. And this person keeps watching you and watching you and watching you. And eventually this person will talk to you. because you are building trust, and trust creates opportunities right there. But again, people quit before compounding happens, because compounding is a quiet a voice at first. It looks probably boring, it feels slow, it doesn't look impressive, but what you don't see is what is building underneath. Confidence compounds, skill compounds. Like in the beginning, I don't even know what how to use social media, but I learned it by showing up every single day, learning what the training is telling me to do, right? And then once you build that momentum, you become more good at it. Belief compounds. In the beginning, you probably doesn't believe on yourself, right? But once you see people that are succeeding in the business, that question yourself, like, what the heck are they doing? And you question them, you ask them, because that they trust the process. They believe more on what they're doing, right? Than comparing themselves to other people. And of course, repetition compounds. It builds repetition also, because people will never trust you if you're not taking care about you too, right? Yeah. And when the breakthrough comes, people think it happened overnight. No, they don't see the behind the scene stories, but it was built brick by brick through small discipline wins no one uploaded, right? So again, just show up every single day, and don't ignore the small wins. And some people ignore it because comparison again. Okay. Oh, my hotel in Fiji just emailed me. I'm looking at this laptop notification. Yeah, because again, why do we ignore small wins? Because comparison is still perspective. We're always comparing ourselves to other people. Social media shows highlight reels, right? You see someone reels milestones. I mean, you see someone else milestone, you see someone else success post, you see someone else big moment, right? And suddenly your energy drop. Your steady feels like insignificant. But what you are comparing is their highlight to your process. And that is not fair. You don't see their doubts, you didn't see their discipline, you didn't see their private struggle, and you didn't see their quiet days of consistency. And it's also happening to you. So instead of comparing speed, instead of you comparing yourself from chapter 10 to chapter 1, it's not going to work, right? Instead of comparing outcomes, compare growth, right? Why don't you ask yourself that, am I more I am more confident than 30 days ago, or am I more disciplined than before, or am I clearer than I used to be? Or what next should I be doing? Am I missing something, right? And if yes, that is a win if you're recognizing that. And just like I had a Zoom meeting with with my team last Sunday, and I said, and I asked, because this is already, we're approaching the first quarter, right? It's already uh first this first quarter is already started, right? March is already here. It's almost over too. And I asked them, are you guys happy with the result that you have for this first quarter? And then they said no. And why? Are you showing up in your business every single day? Are you posting every day, right? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you following up? And then everybody becomes so quiet. Now you know the answer, right? That's why don't blame your outcome, blame your identity, your thoughts, right? Why you're not happy with the results. Because the result always tell the truth. So if you're not happy with the result, I think it's about time to make an adjustment, right? So yeah, so that's something that I really want to share with you guys tonight. And if you are If you are one of those people, reflect that. Just that's why every day pause during, uh, you know, just find time to really reflect on yourself every single day. And then I always do that at the end of the night. Who did I become today? Did I think and act like a person I want to become today? Did I feel like that person I want to become today? Or did I act like that? Did I take action that I supposed to be doing today? Right? So let me leave you guys with this. Big results are simply stacked small wins. There is no magic, there is no shortcut. There is no overnight transformation. There is only daily discipline, daily refinement, daily improvement. And that person, you, right, who wins is not the loudest, not the fastest, and not the most talented, you know. So she is, you, again, you are the one who is, um, what is the word? Oh, there's one word that I supposed to say, and my little boy like disrupt me. But again, tonight, before you go to bed, I really want you to write down 3 small wins from today and feel proud about it. Not arrogant, not complacent, right? But be proud because progress deserves acknowledgement. And when you learn to celebrate the small wins, you will never feel behind again. You will understand. And again, you are not stuck. You are stacking, right? And stacking small wins consistently is how legacies are built. So always, always remember that, guys. So be happy, just like today. I just wrote like 6 inspired actions I'll be doing today. And what I didn't finish the 3 inspired action, but at least I finished the 3 top most important actions that I will be doing today. Just like I follow up with 15 leads, right? I go live tonight. I scheduled posts for 5 posts for today, right? And then probably, oh yeah, 4 actually, 4 things that I did today. And probably I will add one, instead of 5, probably I do one of the 5 podcasts because I do podcasts too. And I told myself, like, you know what, I'm gonna do 5 podcasts. But again, I might be probably do one because I had to go and pack my bags for tomorrow's trip, So that's it again, everybody. So I don't think I will be here tomorrow, but I will probably do it when I arrive my destination, right? Going to Fiji, So super super grateful. So I'll probably do it in Fiji during the day because I don't even know what time. Oh, maybe yeah, I don't even know what time will be. I'm arriving there in the morning time, but I don't know what's the time here. But again, so super grateful for each and every one of you for your support too. Every day I want to come on live. I lost my train of thought, what I wanted to talk about, so as I ended not because I felt scared. How will I do? Don't be scared. I think the only one that really is stopping you is that belief, that your internal belief that scary. A scary part is normal, but once you do it, just imagine that you're just having a conversation with me. Just imagine that you're just having a conversation with a friend online, and then never. That's what I did before. I show up anyway if nobody is watching me. I only visualize that I'm just chatting with a friend, right? And if that scares you, why don't you just find an accountability partner and do it together? And that's basically what I did before. I didn't go live for the first 1 year and 3 months. And the only thing I did is I did it with 5 business partners. And then that 5 business partners, we did it for 14 days straight. And we decided to continue doing it over and over again until I build that momentum, until that I build that courage to just do on my own. But again, you have to do it and forget the world a little bit, okay? So when you go live, don't think about people, say things about you. Again, we are already assuming of something that didn't even happen. So when you go live, just hi, hello, introduce yourself. If you're at the park, show the park, right? Look where I am, guys. I'm here at the park. So just say something. Just say it even though like 1 minute. And then at least 1 minute, it's compounding. You're stacking. Maybe in the next one, you do 2 minutes. In the next one, you do 3 minutes. The only thing you need to do is just to show up and do that live. Okay, so don't be scared. Yeah. Patricia, hi coach. What's happening with my phone?
No worries at all. Technology can be fun.
All of a sudden, like my chat GPT start talking to me that I didn't even say anything at all. Okay, so another one. Thank you, Carmen. Yes, she's my soon to be business partner in the business, right, Carmen? I'm watching from Hong Kong. Thank you, Suho. From Japan, from Carmen. And also, I'm sorry, I misspelled your name. No, that's okay. I get that one all the time. Just like at work, Annette. At work, you know what they say, Anaret. One of the people call me Anaret at work. So that's fine. I'm used to it. I take that as a compliment too. To really agree with you, always good to hear from you. Thank you. And watching from Canada, Sunita, Christine, thank you. And thanks for sharing. Bernadette. See, we're worldwide, guys. And hey, Burful. Thank you so much. Merhab. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. It's 41 minutes. And gonna stop this again because my voice is changing again. So see, if I speak for a certain period of time, I am losing my voice because I still healing, right? And yeah, that's it, everybody. So for those of you who is part of my morning routine, self-discipline camp, or morning routine, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes, Carmen, I'm still be here tomorrow leading the morning routine. So I'll talk to you guys. I love you and have a good night. Thank you.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibe.